Good morning, YouTube. Today we have got to do an initial services for one of our clients, and for these specific initial services, what that entails is a complete trash out. Excuse me, I gotta put my seatbelt on or my wife will yell at me. What that means is a complete trash out. Also, as a part of the initial services, is your lock changes, trimming the shrubs, any any mold remediation that needs to be done, and also a roof tarp if needed. So quite a wide variety of things that could possibly be done today. Now this house specifically, I actually have already done a final secure on. It was with one of my other clients, and then it switched to this client. So I've actually done all of the securing work here before with another client, and so I know that it's there, I know that it's been done. So today we're going down and we are going to cut the grass, we're going to trim all the shrubs up, we're going to do a complete trash out, and I'm just going to give you guys basically a tour of what we're doing, trailer by trailer. I'll have all of my guys there, which is going to be different for me. I've actually never recorded a video in front of anybody. I don't know why. It almost seems like it's kind of a little, maybe I'm a little bashful about it. I don't know, but I'm just going for it today, whatever. And I'm going to show you guys around, show you everything that we're doing, how we do stuff, the equipment we use. We'll have the dingo on site. It'll be the whole nine, so I hope you guys enjoy. All right, so we just got here on site. As you can see, we got about half the crew here. We got 2 more trucks and trailers coming, but this is what we got to work with today. We got the big dump trailer, we got the little dump trailer, we got the dingo, we got Walter. Walter's a very hard worker. We got the pole saw, we got trimmers, we got the whole nine. But I'm gonna show you guys the inside of this house real quick. Let me flip this bad boy around. So this is the inside of the house, and definitely not the worst in the world. Not gonna be the most complicated clean out that we've done, but there is a fair amount of stuff. Just give you guys a little tour of the house real quick. Is there any power in here, Matt?
No.
Okay. I actually think most of the stuff is in the garage. But somebody lost their head in the toilet. That's never good. Let's get out here and check out the garage in the backyard. See what we got to work with out there. See Matt, he's taking his full set of pictures before we get started. Have you looked in them outbuildings? Or that outbuilding?
That outbuilding's full.
Full?
Yeah, man, Jamie relocated a bunch of stuff back there and did this full cut.
Here's the garage. It's a weird garage because the back of it's wide open. You got your keys to open it? See, we had already tarped this pool. We tarped this pool, didn't we?
Yeah, me and Jamie did.
Yeah.
You got your keys on you?
I don't have my keys on me. But there's your tour of the house. I'll show you the outbuilding when we get some keys. And here's the outbuilding. I'm sure y'all can hear that yapping dog back there. Check this out. This never happens. Got at least $2. I don't know how many of you guys have ever done a trash out, but the very first thing you do after you get your full set of pictures is you make sure you take pictures of your empty trailers. And then you want to get periodic pictures of you loading these trailers and number them with your fingers. You know, 1, 2, 3, however many trailers you do. So we'll unload this dingo right here, and we'll get an empty trailer picture of this one, and this will be empty trailer picture number 2. It'll be our second trailer that leaves here today. That's how you keep up with the amount of cubic yards you're doing. Another thing with this specific client specifically that we're working for, they only pay you for the cubic yard of the dimensions of the trailer. So if you overfill them, you're not getting paid for any of that extra. So we're gonna fill these straight to the line, try to make it as full and compact as possible, and then we're gonna send it on. This initial services specifically, you get paid a set price for the entire initial services unless you remove over 40 yards. But also an expectation as a part of the initial services is you trimming all of the shrubs. And as you can see, and vines, as you can see, there's a tremendous amount of shrubs around this house. So there's gonna be a ton of trimming debris. You're gonna wanna make sure you get this trimming debris in with your yardage from when you do the trash out, because you're gonna wanna get paid for that as well. So we're gonna trim these shrubs, we're gonna clean out this house, we're gonna pile everything in there, and just from what I've seen and what I've seen out here in the trimmings, I'm gonna say we're gonna have somewhere between 50 and 60 yards, which would mean there's a potential there to be able to bill for 20 additional yards, which is very, very important on some of this low paying stuff, because I mean, as you can see, we're gonna have 6, 7 guys here working. It's expensive to pay people, so you want to make sure that you're doing everything right in the most efficient way so that you're getting paid the best possible price you can get paid. So once we get started, I'll set this camera somewhere. You can see Matt, he's unloading the dingo now, and then you guys can kind of see the process. I'll try to keep following around and doing all that. I'm not a great YouTuber or video editor, so bear with me. So we've about got the first trailer loaded up. You see I got one guy trimming shrubs already. The reason I do that is so that I can get each trailer and try to get some of these trimmings on with each load moving out of here. This trailer's not quite full yet, but you can kind of see it's a good mix of just the trash. And then we got some trimming stuff in there because, like I say, this house has got a tremendous amount of trimming. So we'll be trimming shrubs pretty much the whole time we're here today and loading. But we're gonna fill this trailer out. Once we get it full, I'll kind of give you guys a little idea of what I'm talking about, just planing it off at the top. Because like I said, this specific client doesn't pay us any extra for going over. So I will say that when I was securing this house the very, very first time, as soon as I got in the door and opened the door, this thing right here was just sitting there staring at me. It's a little spooky, I'd say, huh? But she's going in the trash now. So the first trailer's done. To just give you a little glimpse here, this is about as high as we're going. So this is, if you measure this thing off, it's 14 yards. So we're gonna get paid 14 yards for this. So regardless, if we stacked it 2 foot over, it's still gonna be 14 yards. So we're just gonna try to pack it as full as we can, as flush with the top as we can. So what Matt's doing right now is he's getting his measurement photos. Anybody who's ever done this before knows these pictures are very, very important. You're gonna wanna measure your trailer off length, width, and height. That way they know exactly how many cubic yards are in this trailer. So we're about to start busting it out, loading up this second one, which is the big dump trailer. I'll keep you guys posted. So I'm running the first load to the dump. The dump's about a 30-minute haul from here. But while I'm gone, my guys are loading up the second trailer. So when I get back, I'll have another trailer to run to the dump. And I do it that way so that basically somebody's driving all day. But in order to do it that way, you got to have a real good, you know, lead guy who's going to make sure everything gets done, you know, right in your absence, which I have and I'm thankful for. So I'm going to be running this load to the dump. When I get back, I'll give you guys a little update as far as what they've got done thus far, and you'll be able to see, you know, roughly what 14 and 24 yards, so what, 38 yards looks like, you know, on the trailer after we've removed it from the property. So once I get back, I'll get back with you guys. Well, I got back with the first trailer, and they're already gone. Can't waste no time around here. We hustling, but we've been on this for probably right at 2 hours. And I mean, you can see all the clippings that's just been generated from all this trimming that's going on. So I mean, it's a lot of trimming. So obviously you want your trimming to be in there with your debris, because you have to remove all this stuff. So we just getting after it. I'll give you guys a little tour of the house to show you what we've got thus far at 38 yards being removed. So I think another little trailer and another big trailer will be fine. So we set all the metal off to the side. That's something else. I don't know that yet, but like anything that's metal, we set off to the side. When we get back to the farm, I'll show you why. I got a 20-foot by 7-foot by 5-foot cage trailer that I leave sitting there at all times, that I just fill up with metal as the day goes on. You know, as the month goes on, we normally haul off 1 to 2 loads a month. You know, and it's anywhere from $300 to $400. And you know, every penny helps. So I mean, this room, we ain't really got started in it. We've not done much in the kitchen. I think most of the work thus far has been focused in the garage. I'm pretty sure the garage is completely emptied, minus the smoker. But you know, that's one of the reasons we bring the dingo, as you can see, just to load these clippings. It makes everything so much faster, and it takes a huge load off my guys. But Aubrey, this is my son, he's in here bagging everything up. So we're just getting after it. I'll keep you guys posted. I can't give away all my secrets, but I will let you guys in on this. And my wife loves this about me. I stopped and I get me some good old gas station food. Fried pork chop, okra, mac and cheese. And on a side note, she also let me borrow her AirPods because I broke mine, and I'm pretty sure I just lost them. So by the time y'all watch this video, I probably had a pretty good butt chewing. We're lying back at the property. It is now 11:20, so we've been here a little over 3 hours. Looks like everything's out of the house, and we've got right here ready to go on the trailers. We've got Matt's trailer, which is the 4th trailer, the 2nd of his trailer, and then this trailer, which is the 3rd of this trailer, so the 5th total trailer. And everything looks to be trimmed. All the shrubs are trimmed. We got them crepe myrtles trimmed. We got everything outside, so now all we got to do is load it up. And just like I mentioned earlier, I definitely lost the AirPods, so everybody be praying for me. But we're gonna get after it. I'll keep you guys updated. So everything is out of the house for the most part at this point. Like I said earlier, you know, it's a little bit after, or a little bit before 11:30. He's sweeping up this outbuilding. She's empty, getting her nice and cleaned. You know, that's one of the things in these debris removals you always want to make sure you do. You never want to leave a bunch of just crap on the floor. You always want to broom sweep them, make them look nice and tidy. You know, that applies to outbuildings, sheds, anything in the house as well, obviously. With this specific client right here, we're gonna go a little bit more than that. We're gonna do a little bit of cleaning, you know, wiping down countertops, cabinets, that kind of stuff, and just spiffing it up, because this house right here is going straight on the market. But you know, as for the inside of the house, it's looking pretty much cleaned out. Like I said, we're loading up the 4th trailer, which is the big trailer. Most likely we'll be able to get everything on it. Come in here, sweep, start cleaning a bit, vacuuming, that type stuff. And hopefully by 1 o'clock, 1:30, we can be out of here and this can be a done deal. You know, luckily, like I say, we were only 20 minutes from where we dump at, so you know, we was able to load them up and get them gone, and we have the people, so it makes it a little bit easier. But it's looking good. We also have to change a couple locks and that type of stuff, so I'll keep you guys updated. I didn't mention this, but don't forget to check the attics. There's a little bit of stuff up there. We're getting it now. As you can see, Walter's giving all the countertops the juice. Looking pretty good in here though. Well, I am about ready to get out of here, and this thing is wrapping up. Matt, he's gonna stick around and do the last little bit. Probably not gonna take very long, but I'm just gonna show you guys around and let you see the difference. We're still doing a little cleaning, so. But there's not a whole lot to these things. I mean, other than just hitting the, you know, the finer details as far as clean up when you're done and sweeping and all that. But really, it's just as simple as coming in and photographing all the stuff, picking it up, putting it on the trailer, and hauling it out of here. But I thought you guys might want to see it being done and see the process, or at least our process, and hopefully I did a somewhat decent job of going over it and covering it. These winterizations in here are about 9 months old. They really need to be refreshed, but they're not going to ask us to do that yet. That right there needs to be removed. So this is the scrap trailer. I told you guys we separated all the metal, and this might be $8 worth, but we don't have to pay to dump it, so that's nice. But since I mentioned it in this video, I figured I'd bring you guys around on a status update. I did find the iPods, or the AirPods, and they still function, but the case is definitely not in good shape. I run it over with the skid steer, so you actually have to wedge one of them way down in here. I don't know how long I can go without her noticing. You know, she doesn't really. Well guys, this one is a wrap. It took about 4 hours and 10 minutes. And let me do some mathematical equations here and figure out the yards. 80 yards. 80 yards in a little over 4 hours. It doesn't always go that smooth. Like I said earlier, the stars kind of aligned with the location of the dump. So Matt's still back there tidying up a little bit, doing a little few things, and he's going to do the most important part, which is the bids. And I know you guys have heard me stress that plenty of times, but look, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to try to piece this thing together tonight where it's maybe hopefully somewhat halfway decent, but nothing too bizarre, just, you know, our process, us doing a little debris removal and knocking it on out. And I hope I brought you guys along with us, and you got to witness it and it all makes sense. I hope you have a good day, good rest of your week. Take care.